Let me just get sorted here. So yeah, we're about 12 hours from the start of the UK card. It is, if you're following home, if you're following at home live, it's Saturday here in Sydney, Australia, 11:30. We have the card in the UK that starts at 1 a.m., headlined by Johnny Fisher and David Allen. And then the following morning, which is my Sunday morning, we have 2 fight cards that we've covered all week. So in this video, we have the fight card of Fernando Vargas Jr. in Long Beach, California. And then we have the fight card in Commerce, California, which is at a casino with Serhii Bohachuk fighting Michael Fox. But the reason for this live, if you followed all week, we've been breaking down the videos and I've been giving you my picks. But like always, Vegas waits until the last minute to let all the money come in. And then once they do that, they allow us to see the method of victory bets with all the fights. So that's what I'm doing this short for. There's 3 fights that we've already picked on our parlay. If you've been following along all week, that now have their odds opening up, that I feel there's a 3-leg parlay. It pays 10-1, all method of victory. So I already put my money on that. I'm going to share it with you. Like always, in the community section, where do you post the full parlays? If you're new to the channel, guys, I put them in the community section. And Yao Morris, I do videos on them. So if you're new to the channel, just go down, just check my video playlist, you'll see. But in the community notes section, you'll see the screenshots. Take your time and go through them. You'll see that I hit a 9-legger this Wednesday. I hit a 14-leg last week and an 8-leg the week before. 30 in a row. Guys, wherever you're tuning in, like this video. Like it right now. Comment. Also, if you have money on any of these fights, feel free to ask questions. You've been on fire since Boots Ennis. Yeah, Johnny, man, I'm glad you've been with me that long. Boots Ennis seems like that fight was a while ago with Stanionis. A lot of you guys didn't pick Boots. We picked Boots to win by stoppage as well. Thank you for your information on box cards. I appreciate you guys. Like this, share it, and those 3 fights, guys. And if you don't want to put money on it, you don't have to. But I know a lot of you guys over the last 6 months have been pushing me to do these predictions. So I have my 8-leg parlay is already on the community section. That's Hedges, Sainz, Ledard, Conway, Haruta, Vargas, Trinidad, Bohachuk, all money line. That money line is 2-1. I gave you my locks of the week, a 3-leg parlay, Haruta, Conway, and Ryan. That's 2-1. But if you want a 10-1 method of victory, Bovada offered Vargas not. Yeah, so Frank, you and I, we're mind readers because that's what I'm going to talk about here. All of the odds makers now have released the method of victories for all the fights. So I love Vargas by knockout. I love Vargas by knockout. I think that's a steal. Guys, Fernando Vargas Jr. is a knockout artist. If you don't know who he is, he's taken on a guy with, 7 losses, but 2 of those losses are by knockout. He got stopped against Janibek Alimhanale, and he got stopped against Jaime Munguia. So every time his opponent, Korea, has stepped up, he's got stopped. Okay, now, Fernando Vargas Jr. knows that he hears from all of his naysayers that he's not the best Vargas brother. Everybody talks about his younger brother, Emiliano. Now, all Fernando Vargas Jr. could do at 28 years old is keep knocking people out. 16 wins, 14 knockouts. I think Korea is tailor-made for Fernando Vargas Jr. to get him out of there. Vargas is by no means a finished product. He's not a well-polished fighter. He does have his holes. But $1.07 on the money line, if that's just not enough juice for you, the money here in Australia, for Vargas to win by knockout, it's 155. Meaning you put 100 on Vargas to win by knockout, you get your money back plus 55. Another bet I like is Serhii Bohachuk. He's fighting Michael Fox. We already know that Bohachuk is on our parlay, but I like Bohachuk to stop Michael Fox. I went over this a little bit last night. Why I'm actually really I'm more convinced with Bohachuk stopping Michael Fox than him just winning. And I talked about it in my breakdown. If you haven't seen my analysis and prediction video of the Bohachuk Michael Fox fight, that's up on my channel. But the reason for this is this fight is at 154 pounds. Michael Fox has never fought at 154. He's ranked at 147 pounds. He's ranked number 195 at 147 pounds. Serhii Bohachuk is ranked number 5th at 154 pounds. This fight is at 154. Also, Michael Fox is a nice, slick southpaw. He doesn't have any pop on his punches. And we know Bohachuk. Bohachuk is a 96% career knockout to win ratio. With Bohachuk's style, with what he wants to do, you know, we saw the war against Virgil, and then we saw him knock out Davies via 6-round stoppage late last year. He wants to get back on that, you know, world-class, fighting world-class guys, and a stoppage is tailor-made for him. So I love Bohachuk by stoppage at 130. $100 gets you your money back plus 30, but I'm putting this on the same. Vargas, Bohachuk, also Johnny Fisher. If you guys, I'm eating gummy bears, toxic gameplays, they better be THC gummy bears too. What's up, GOAT? So, did you guys watch the weigh-ins? Did you see the Johnny Fisher weigh-in with Dave Allen? And then if you go to Reddit, there's an English boxing Reddit. Everyone's talking about how Dave Allen is looking sloppy. He really didn't train a lot for this fight. They're saying that in the media week, he was talking about he's thinking about retirement. So when you look at the odds, the money is really shifting towards Johnny Fisher. I don't have Fisher on my 8-leg parlay, but I'm putting him here on my knockout parlay. So this is a fun one. I think Fisher's going to stop David Allen. I think Fisher's the younger guy. We already did our analysis and prediction. I think Fisher wins that fight, and I see him stopping David Allen. I don't think David Allen has much willingness in the tank anymore. So if you're feeling froggy, take Vargas, Bohachuk, Fisher. Also, one of the fights that we covered, it's not a mainstream fight. It's a domestic fight in England. It's on the UK card. It's for the British Middleweight Championship. The British Middleweight Champion, Kieran Conway, is fighting the Welsh fighter named Jerome Warburton. The money line odds, we already have that fight. Conway's $1.14. When I took Conway 3 days ago and put the money on it, Conway was $1.14. Right now, he's dropped to $1.07. They're allowing us to take him by stoppage, and this is nuts. Neither guy has pop. Warburton is going to be totally outclassed. Conway is going to do what he wants to do. Conway's been on paper wanting huge fights. He thinks he's world class. I think he's going to stop him. If you're feeling froggy, $2.80. So it's almost double. It's more than double your money. You put Conway at 280, Fisher at 265, Bohachuk at 130, and Vargas at 155. It's about 13-1. I'm just saying this. Dude, put $10 on it, it hits. You get $130. Put $100 on it, it hits. You get $1,300. It just gives you something more to do this weekend if you didn't want to just do the money line odds. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any questions about the fights, let me know. I just wanted to go live real quick to share this with you. I'm going to be putting my prop bets, the slips in the community section, my 8-leg parlay, my method of victory, stoppage, lock picks. And then from there, good luck. Like I said, that first card starts in about 12 hours in the UK. And then we got 2 cards in America that start tomorrow. The weigh-ins already happened. Everybody made weight. Bohachuk and Michael Fox just stared off. They just made weight. Fox is going to be a little bit taller. I think Bohachuk, I think he walks through him. I don't think Fox has anything for him. And I think it's bad matchmaking on Team Michael Fox's part. Granted, Fox is going to have an opportunity of a lifetime to upset the odds. It's just Bohachuk is a tough task. When you look at his style, his cardio, his punch output, but also his power and what he's constantly in your face. And I just think at the world-class level, Michael Fox has never seen anything like it. I love that $1.30 to win by stoppage. I think that's easy money. There are great fights tomorrow. Katsarakis for Bohachuk is always a fight. Slide and counter. We covered Katsarakis. He fought last week. He's a good fighter, man. I think the world should start, get to know him a bit more. Him and Bohachuk would be a tight fight. Meme, what's the 2-1 again? All right, I'll read that to you one more time. The 2-1. You mean the 8-leg parlay? The money line meme? He got better fighters on his record. So I'll give the 2-1 is my 8-leg. That's Hedges. These are all money lines. Yeah. Hedges, Sains, Lidard, Conway. All 4 of those fights are on the British card. They're all on the undercard of Johnny Lewis versus David Allen. And then you got Fernando Vargas Jr., Haruta. Now, I took Haruta. She's the female champion. When I put her on this bet 3 days ago, she was $1.28. She's dropped now to $1.12, which means that I got money on her, and all the money was coming on her, and so now she's a huge favorite. And the last two are Trinidad, and then Bohachuk. And really, the biggest risk on that, and that's 8-leg 2-1. Like I said, I put 400. I put 400 to win 400 to win 800. So that's kind of what I do. And I won that, and it's money that I won Wednesday night in Australia with the Aussie card. But it all started with a $10 bet. So I like building my odds. I like building my sports money account with like a smaller bet, and then I'm patient. I tell you guys all the time. And then I just wait week after week after week and build it up. And when it gets to a certain amount, if it's paying rent, I'm deducting it out, and then I start over again. So yeah, so that's 2-1, meme. Yeah, you're welcome. And then if you guys have any other questions, I'm really like, I know some of you guys are big hitters. I know some guys have like stacks to bet. If I had 10 grand, like 10,000 to throw on a couple of these, man, these are 10 grand. 10 grand here would get you 7,800 back on just the money line of Haruta. If you just took the money line, guys, 3 fights. Haruta, Conway, and Ryan. Conway and Ryan are on the Johnny Fisher card. Haruta is on that Bohachuk card. Just 3 money line, big favorites. That pays $1.78. Big hitters would go 10,000 on that, and they would get 7,800 back. So not quite double your money, but mate, in terms of risk versus reward, you don't find that. I talked about this Thursday night. Those 3 are my lock of the week if you want to go super heavy and really have a low risk of losing. Because Haruta's the champion. She's going to walk through her opponent. I just watched those weigh-ins. The chances of Ryan losing, she has 1 loss. She's a really tough British female fighter. And we covered Conway. Conway's in a league of his own. He's a British champion. I'm not trying to hate on Warburton. Warburton is levels below Conway. So if you have the money to do it, and I'm very comfortable at $1.78, those 3, I think those are all going to hit. I'm confident with our 8-leg. Like I said, I went heavy on our 8-leg at 2-1. I think those are going to hit. The only one I'm iffy about, it's tough to predict stoppages. So all the haters could watch this, and it's funny because when we hit, the friends of the show give me love. But when we don't hit, like on these stoppages that I'm about to call out, all the haters come back and then they'll let me know I was wrong. And I'm fine with that. You can't be right all the time. Conway, Fisher, Bohachuk, Vargas, all to win by stoppage. Let's go 12-1. All right, guys, I got some editing to do. I have one more video for the weekend. I'm putting up all the fights that we covered all week into one long video like I do every week. Whenever you're watching this, like this video, comment on it, share it, subscribe to the show. Stay tuned, and good luck to everybody. On my bookie, we would get $3,800 for a 10K bet on that bet. That's insane, GOAT. I wonder why the odds down here is so different. I can't complain. But yeah, the odds down here, and like I do, I'll post it in the. But even close to 4,000 on return, on that, I think that's a lock, mate. If you have the 10K on that bet, you put your 10K up for it. It's kind of a loan, and then 24 hours later, you get 4,000 back. Let's see it. Let's do an experiment because I put money on that bet, and not $10,000, but we have the receipts. We'll hold each other accountable. Let's go. Good luck to everybody. Remember, let's gamble to have fun. You gamble to get rich. That's too. Don't put all that stress on me. And let's get after it. Bang, chin down. Let's go.